Hello everyone, back tuning into today's fourth and final video. So what a day it's been at GavsWeatherVids today. We've really been pushing out the content. We're going to finish today's videos with Snow Watch on the first day of meteorological winter 2021. So yeah, it's the 1st of December, which means it is the first day of meteorological winter, and we're doing a snow watch on the first day of meteorological winter, which is something we haven't done all that often, I don't think. I can't remember if I have done one on the 1st of December before. I'm sure somebody will know, but certainly didn't last winter, because last winter it took us, so my good friend Dylan tells me, Dylan Holbrook, it took us 55 days into the winter before we did a snow watch last year, and even then, if what I remember, we were scraping the bottom of the barrel to try and come up with something, for snow watch. So it was that sort of winter, but here we go. We've got a new winter now. And yeah, things are already looking a little bit more promising. If you want a bit of a white stuff, there's going to be some snow around. It's not going to be a classic snowy scenario, this, and I explain the reason why as we go through the video. But there will be some snow around. It's particularly for more northern parts of the country. But even down in the south and southeast, don't be surprised if you get your first flakes of the season coming through. A nice little sort of teaser for the start of the winter, perhaps. Right, so I should get over with you very shortly, just to say that the first video release date was the ECMWF 30-day look ahead. We actually extend out to 6 weeks with that, but it is in theory a 30-day look ahead. We did the 13th Christmas update as well. So that's suggesting some quite interesting weather around the Christmas period. Had a 10 to 14 day update, including all of the regular features. Things looking very interesting there from a northern blocking perspective. And we give you a full rundown on what's happening in the stratosphere as well. And as I say, now we're finishing with Snow Watch. And a big thank you to Richard for the Snow Watch gift. Yes, we've got a Snow Watch gift this year. How often, how many times will you be seeing that, I wonder? If it was last winter, it would have spent most of winter in mothballs. But we'll find out, won't we, how often you'll be seeing that this winter. Thank you so much to Rich for our Snow Watch from GavsWeatherVids Towers gift. I have to say, that looks far more grander than the GavsWeatherVids Towers. I wish that was GavsWeatherVids Towers. But thank you, Rich, for that. Right, let's do Snow Watch then. So just to sort of talk you through what's happening, and then we'll go through some model data, both regular models and also some higher res models as well. So tomorrow we're going to bring a cold front down across the country. Well, actually it's a warm front and a cold front, but the cold front's the important one because that's going to push across the country, and behind it we're turning wind into west and then eventually into the northwest, and that's going to start bringing colder air in from Greenland and Iceland. These are the facts charts from the UK Met Office, by the way. So this is the human interpretation of models by forecasters at the UK Met. We love to show you these for our snow watches and our storm watches. So yeah, cold front push across the country tomorrow will bring a band of rain, probably quite light and patchy in the south-southeast, and then open the door to a colder west to northwesterly wind. That's midnight on Thursday, when we're now in a cold west northwesterly wind. The cold front has cleared away into France, and we're bringing down the 5 to 8 thickness line, which is one of the minimum requirements to start getting snow. We also have like these convergence lines within the flow telling us that this isn't as stable westerly around this area of low pressure, and that will just be enhancing the shower risk with it. So that takes us through to midnight on Friday. They've got deep low pressure right over top of the country sinking down. So you see what happens there from like midnight on Thursday when the low pressure is to the north of Scotland to midnight on Friday when the low pressure is sinking down across the country. There's loads of weather fronts within this area of low pressure, so there will be precipitation around. Of course, as we're in an area of low pressure, very deep area of low pressure as well, 975 millibars, although it probably won't be all that windy. And as this low pressure comes southwards, it is pulling the cold air down with it. Look how far southwards the 5 to 8 thickness line is going into the Atlantic Ocean. So a cold and unstable air mass plunging southwards with this area of low pressure. As we get through to midday on Friday, then we've got the low pressure sort of pushing northwards up the east coast in the North Sea. So it'll be close to the area of low pressure we've got this weather front, where we have the greatest risk of snow probably as we go through into the end of the week. That's sort of persistent snow. But elsewhere, it's a cold and unstable air mass, so there will be further showers, and some of them could be wintry and give some flakes of snow times. I think sort of Friday, maybe Saturday, will be like the peak of the wintry potential with this, but even then, that's not to say everyone will get this. Notice that the real northerly, when containing the proper Arctic air, is actually like plunging down to the west of us, to the west of Ireland. Follow the isobars back and see the isobars going all the way back into the Arctic Circle there. So we just need to shift this low pressure further eastwards to properly open the door to those northerly winds. Nevertheless, this is a cold and unstable air mass that's coming down with this area of low pressure, and it is very probable that there will be some snow around. So that's summed up what's happening, and shows you how the UK Met forecasters are drawing up maps at the moment. Right, let's go on to the GFS then. So this one of a lower resolution models, but again, it does sum up the scenario. So tomorrow we bring in cold front across the country. Behind that, we open the door to this cold and showering northwest wind, and then the low pressure plunging down from the north as we go through into Thursday. By the way, the colours on these charts do not represent temperature, so you might look at that if you don't know how to interpret these charts and think that that's showing like extremely cold air plunging south. It's actually because are more related to heights than temperature. So that's telling us we've got very low pressure plunging down across the country. But it is a cold air mass. Right, so that's to midnight on Friday, and the low pressure then has plunged down into southeastern parts of England, and then just sort of sticks around the country really as we go through Friday. We'll have showers and longer spells of precipitation. It's rain, sleet and snow rotating around it. And that carries on into Saturday as well. These are your upper air temperatures. So one of the minimum requirements to get snow is the 528 thickness line. Another minimum requirement to get snow is the -5 Celsius isotherm in terms of the upper air temperatures. So on midday tomorrow, still relatively mild, much of England, whereas the -5 Celsius isotherm is digging into the north and the west. That's midnight on Thursday. 5 to 8, the -5 Celsius isotherm in the north. So again, to the north of that -5 Celsius isotherm, that's where there could be some snow. Down in the south, it will almost certainly be rain at that point. It can actually snow between 0 degrees and -5 at 850 kPa, depending on the dew points, but dew points won't be low enough with this for the south-southeast up to like the end of Thursday afternoon. That is midnight on Friday. Again, -5 Celsius isotherm in the north and west. Still relatively mild though, you notice. Not mild, but not cold enough to snow the southern and southeastern parts of the country. To midnight on Friday. That's the 528 thickness line that's on Facts chart, indicated by this blue line just here with the GFS. Right, so we go through Friday itself. -5 Celsius isotherm is primarily in the west. Eastern areas again, we are struggling to get the air cold enough to snow, and this is why I say that this is going to be marginal. And some places will get rain, some places will get snow, some places will get a mix of rain and snow as the air masses sort of alternate on an hour-by-hour and day-by-day basis. A very marginal situation, this. That's how the -5 Celsius, the 528 thickness line is looking as we go through into midday on Friday. Dew points are important as well. So if the dew point is at or below freezing, it will always snow, or nearly always snow. If the dew point is above freezing, then it cannot snow. If the dew point is below freezing, but the upper air temperature is above 0 degrees, then you will get freezing rain, typically. Right, it's quite complicated to get snow, and a lot of the situations in the UK are marginal, so that's why, we struggle to get snow a lot of the time, and it's always very hard to forecast snow. Do check out the snow tutorial that is on the original YouTube channel that I recorded back in 2012 that explains how we forecast rain and snow in much more detail. Okay, so this is midnight on Friday. You'll notice that dew points, it's a little bit hard to make out, but dew points are below freezing freezing in the north and in the west, but above freezing through the Midlands into eastern and southeastern England. So in the north and west, any precipitation there is likely to be snow at midnight on Friday, but in the southern and eastern part of the country, the precipitation is likely to be rain. That's midday on Friday. Again, much of eastern England is suggested to have the dew points above freezing, but in the north and in the west, and also pushing into parts of Midlands, central southern England, the dew point is going below freezing on at midday on Friday. Of course, but one thing this doesn't tell you is what effect evaporative cooling might have. Because say if a dew point is like 1 or 2 degrees above freezing, and then it starts pouring with rain, that can cool the air down and cool the dew point down just enough to freezing, and you get snow. So that's always a little bit unknown in these situations, the effect that evaporative cooling will have. That is these are the dew points for midnight on Saturday. They've gone below freezing, actually, for much of England and Wales. So precipitation then for England and Wales could be snow. Further north, the dew points have gone above freezing at midnight on Saturday. You see how the air masses are alternating, almost on an hour-by-hour basis. That's midday on Saturday. Again, the dew point is generally below freezing for much of England and Wales, suggesting that perhaps the coldest period from this, for England and Wales anyway, will be Saturday with the greatest risk of snow. Then further north, the dew point is above freezing, but only just. So again, it doesn't really show what effect evaporative cooling could have. This is a precipitation type forecast based on that GFS run from the Weather Outlook. Let's very quickly run through this. So this is midday tomorrow or tomorrow morning. We've got a cold front pushing south across the country, introducing those colder northwesterly winds. Right, let's run through then. So by the end of tomorrow afternoon, that cold front is clearing the southeast. Showers are turning wintry across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Through into Thursday morning, wintry showers, snow showers in the north and in the west, more persistent spells of rain down in the south and in the southwest too. That's Thursday afternoon, so wet in the far south, wintry showers further northwards, wintry showers to Wales, north and northwestern England, southwest of Scotland and over to Northern Ireland as well. And then we go through into Thursday evening, a little bit of wintriness, some wintry showers pushing through into the Midlands then. More persistent rain in that southeastern corner. Into the early hours of Friday, again, like the Midlands, perhaps towards Lincolnshire, getting some snow suggested there, whereas for East Anglia, we're talking more in a way of rain. That's 9 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Rain running up the east coast then, but turning to snow as it pushes towards Scotland and into northeastern parts of England. A little bit coming down through the north and east Midlands. Snow patch turning a little bit heavier through the course of Friday morning through Scotland and Northern England. That could be peak snow event period for the north during Friday, with snow there through Scotland and Northern, bright colours indicating the chance that some of that snow could be quite heavy. That pushes over towards Wales as we go through into Friday evening. A few wintry showers coming down through the Midlands. That's to the early hours of Saturday. Again, it's across South Wales, South West England. There is a risk of some rain and snow. And as we go through Saturday, it's slightly quiet today. Outbreaks of rain in the north, where the temperature is lifted up. You saw it with the dew points. Further south, the temperature is probably, the dew point's probably cold enough for snow. But there's very little in the way of precipitation on Saturday. And through to Sunday, still some rain and snow, particularly across northern parts of the country. So you get the idea with this. We're talking about rain, sleet and snow, sometimes all three at the same time, possibly. This is a high-resolution arpège model. Let's see how this is forecasting things. Taking it from tomorrow afternoon. Again, we're at the Weather Outlook with this. So, yeah, we go into Thursday, and it's suggesting rain in the south. Doesn't really show the wintry showers all that well further northwards and westwards, though. Through to Friday, a lot of dry weather until this rain starts to pivot in from the North Sea. It turns to snow across Scotland and Northern England during the course of Friday. So there might be a little bit of snow then for parts of Northern England, actually, and possibly southern Scotland on Friday afternoon and Friday evening. That might push over towards Wales on Friday night. Again, very little though coming into south and southeast. What there is mostly suggested to be rain up to Saturday. That's as far as we go. 6 o'clock in the evening on Saturday. Again, still some rain and snow across parts of northern England. That's the arpège model. This is the high resolution DWD icon model. Again, Weather Outlook with this. Here's the cold front pushing through the country tomorrow bringing the band of rain with it and introducing that colder air. Then we go through into Thursday with wintry showers in the north and the west, more persistent outbreaks of rain across the south. Some of that is quite heavy actually, and on its northern edge it does look as though it is turning a little bit to snow on Thursday evening across parts of the north and west Midlands and over towards Wales. That's on the northern edge of this more persistent area of rain that's down in the southeast. That's due midnight on Friday, when it looks quite snowy actually, doesn't it? That for northern England down in towards the Midlands, possibly Lincolnshire, some quite heavy snow coming through there. I think we're going to live stream Snow Watch at 6 o'clock on Thursday evening, by the way. So that's just before that. That could be a fun live stream, couldn't it? Right, goes into Friday morning, and the snow pushes northward, so a proper old snow event there with the icon through Scotland and northern England. Meanwhile, further south it turns mainly dry, but some rain, sleet and snow across Northern Ireland, Scotland, Northern England and parts of Wales to southwestern England during the course of Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And then that takes us through to Saturday, where things are clearly starting to calm down as we go through into Saturday. Although midday Saturday could see a little bit of snow even in the south there, even across those southern counties, a little bit of snow. On Saturday. That's as far as we go with the icon. This is from, so that's all from Weather Outlook. This is from Weather Online. This is Euro 4. So let's have a quick look at what Euro 4 is predicting again. There's the cold front just there, pushing across England and Wales tomorrow as a very weak feature, but introducing those cold winds from the north. Showers turning readily to snow across Scotland and Northern Ireland as we go through Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. Wintry showers starting to appear further southwards as well. Into Thursday, that's how things are looking. So snow showers in the north and the west might start banding together to give some longer spells of rain, sleet and snow as those weather fronts and convergence lines push through. I mean, that is like into Thursday afternoon. Even some wintry weather coming through Wales into the Midlands then on Thursday afternoon. Wintry showers at the very least, while further north we have got some heavy snow showers packing into Scotland, Northern Ireland, and looks like things are beginning to get going across northern England as far as we go to with Euro 4 at 6 o'clock in the evening on Thursday, just as we'll be starting our Thursday Snow Watch live stream. This is from Metro.fr. This is WRF. Let's see what this one is showing then. So again, here comes cold for a push as a very weak feature tomorrow, and introducing these wintry showers into the north and into the west as well. So we're through into Thursday now, and wintry showers are particularly piling into northern west parts of the country. Quite wet in the southeast. It's not impossible. Some of that might turn wintry on Thursday evening if the air is cold enough. It's very marginal, but it might produce a bit of evaporative cooling or something. Then that rain generally runs up the eastern side and starts pushing land as we go through into Friday, with what looks like a snow event for Scotland, possibly coming down to northern parts of England as well. And then we've got the ECMWF, and they'll be wrapping up this Snow Watch. If you enjoyed the Snow Watch, first Snow Watch of this season, then please can you like the video, let us know in the comments what you think. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. This is the precipitation type forecast from the ECMWF from the midnight run. Let's just run through this, and the 12Z is updating as we're speaking, but these charts won't update for a couple of hours, but I will show you something from the 12Z in a moment. Right, so this is showing heavy rain across southern parts of the country. Remember, it's from a midnight ECM run across southern parts of the country on Thursday. A little bit of that's starting to turn to snow through parts of Wales and into the Midlands and northern England as well. And then we go through into the early hours of Friday. We get a snow event across parts of east and southern Scotland and down into northern England as well. Turns very snowy on Friday across Scotland, and a little bit of snow even turning up in the southeast. Look at that, from East Anglia, southeast England, possibly into the East Midlands. A little bit of snow turning up there. That's 6 o'clock in the evening on Friday, when we've got a wintry mix, you know, across the country. Rain, sleet, some snow again across parts of East Anglia, across parts of northern England as well, and then a little bit of snow coming from East Anglia to the Midlands over towards Wales as we go into the early hours of Saturday. Again, no sort of great depths of snow, but enough there to certainly be noticeable and give many of us our first snowflakes of the season. By the time you get through to weekend, things are becoming colder. Now, as I say, B12Z, ECM is updating as we're speaking. This is how it's looking in terms of the broad charts. Again, still going this idea of the low pressure sinking down across the country. But I think the low pressure is a little bit further eastwards as it sinks southwards through Thursday and Friday. So it's just off the coast of East Anglia there, midday on Friday, which means more of the country is probably within cold air on Friday. So there's a potential with that ECM run for more of the country to get snow on Friday. And then the low pressure starts pushing back inland once again. So when these charts update at meteo.com in a couple of hours' time, I would suspect these will look a little bit snowy. Let's go back to it. These will probably look a little bit snowier for like Thursday into Friday than those charts. Yeah, they already look pretty snowy anyway, across Northern England and Scotland anyway, for Friday. But I would suspect perhaps a little bit more widespread with snow. And this is actually the ECMWF website itself. This is from ECMWF.int. Unfortunately, they don't have like a precipitation type forecast yet at ECM.int. I hope they will add that at some point. They do have like a snow depth chart that you can look at. So this is quite interesting. This is, as I say, from a 12Z, just updating as we're doing the video. So you can see that this is for midday tomorrow. Virtually no snow depth anywhere across the country at midday tomorrow. We go through though into Friday. We're beginning to get snow cover appearing across Scotland and coming down into parts of northern England as well. And then the snow cover increases. Look, we've got this green area, the snow cover. That is like a covering of snow being forecast through Scotland, coming down through northern England to the Midlands, into East Anglia as we go through Friday night and into Saturday before it starts to recede through weekend. So it doesn't last very long, but I think the ECMWF 12Z is a little bit snowier than the midnight run was, and certainly by the time we get through to like Friday night into Saturday morning, it seems like that is when, so that's midday Friday, again, primarily in the north for any snow cover then, but later Friday into Saturday, just notice how that snow cover is pushing further southwards. So the ECMWF goes a little bit snowier, I think, on the midday run compared to the midnight run. Right, that's it, mate. If you enjoyed this Snow Watch, please smash that like button. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you get some snow, then please let us know. And make sure to subscribe to our channel. And we'll see how many more Snow Watches we get to do during this season. Tomorrow we're going to have a USA forecast. We're going to have a 10 to 14 day, unusually for Wednesday as well tomorrow. And then at 8 PM, we're going to have a premiere for the GavsWeatherVids.com Winter 2020-21 forecast. It's going to be great. It's going to be exciting. And I'll see you all for the premiere at 8 o'clock. Get your glad rags on. Get your glad rags on, and we shall premiere our winter forecast at 8 PM tomorrow. For Snow Watch Show, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.